Alright, scholars, if you're watching this video, it's because you've chosen to write a script between a doctor and patient about depression. So you're going to write a script about depression, including in your conversation the causes, science, symptoms, and treatment of depression. And if you want extra credit, you can create a video skit recording your script aloud. So you are going to click on box 2 and it'll bring you to this slide. In order to view an example script that I've written about anxiety, you can click right here and see that it starts off with a setting in a doctor's office, patient sitting waiting for the doctor to arrive. It starts off kind of introducing the problem. The patient talks about what they're experiencing. Doctor walks in, introduces themselves, and then talks a little bit about what the cause of anxiety is, what it stems from and the science of it, symptoms, and treatments as well. In there, you can insert other dialogues just so it sounds more like a conversation. If you'd like to listen to this audio recording of this, you can always click this little button and listen to the audio of the example. So you must include in your script a description of the setting, dialogue about the cause of depression, conversation about the symptoms, and conversation about the treatment. And again, if you create a video, you can get some extra credit. So to start off, just describe what the setting is. Where is this conversation happening? What time of day is it? Start off by introducing how does this conversation start. Once you've done that, include conversation about the causes of depression. Now, in order to find out more about the causes of depression, go over to resources and click on either the videos, which will explain the causes of depression in there, or you can click on this article, Why Do People Get Depressed?, to learn what are some of the things that lead to depression. And if you want to, you can actually click listen to read it aloud. So insert conversations about how genes play a role, how brain chemistry plays a role. Then you're going to insert conversations about some of the symptoms for depression. Now, in order to find out about symptoms of depression, you're going to click on, under resources, this link, Symptoms of Depression, and read this article, look at some of these symptoms. Now, again, since it's a conversation, it's not going to look like a list of bullet points, right? You're going to want to use full sentences just the way somebody would talk. So the doctor might ask, are you feeling sad, empty, or hopeless? Do you have a loss of interest in your normal activities? Are you having sleep problems? And so make it kind of a conversation. Lastly, you are going to include in the conversation treatments for depression. So what is the doctor going to suggest for the patient experiencing depression? You could click under resources, treatment for depression, and it'll bring you to an article that talks a little bit about how depression is treated. You can read about psychotherapy, medication, and then some lifestyle habits as well. So summarize those in this part, just talking a little bit about what might the doctor suggest. And then the last kind of statement should just include a conversation conclusion. So how is this conversation going to end? Is the patient going to thank the doctor and walk out? Is the patient going to, I don't know, just think about how you might end it. So if you have finished up with your writing down your conversation, you are technically good to go and you could submit at this point. And if you are not planning on extra credit, you can stop watching this video right now and get to work. However, if you are interested in getting extra credit, keep watching. So in order to get extra credit for this, click on this arrow, which will bring you to this slide. And you're going to create a skit between a patient and doctor about depression using your script that you just wrote. So in order to videotape this, you're going to want to install Screencastify. So click on this and install it into your browser by clicking this button, unless it's already installed. And then in order to show you how to film a video on Screencastify, you can watch this. Now this video talks about how to insert a video about your favorite things. Obviously, you aren't going to watch a video of how to insert your favorite things, but you do, this does explain how to film a video on Screencastify and insert it here. Now in your video, you're going to want to find someone at home to act in your video, whether it's, I don't know, a sibling, a cousin, maybe an adult at home. And then once you've chosen who's going to be patient and who's going to be doctor, you can just videotape yourselves acting out your script, or even just reading your script would be fine. Use a little pizzazz. If you have a white coat, you could wear that, but doesn't have to be super fancy. And then in order to insert your video, click here, and this will show you how to insert your video into the slide. And this shows you how to insert a YouTube video to the slide. If you have Screencastify, you can post it on YouTube, but I would probably suggest watching this to figure out how to insert your video. So make sure your video is uploaded to Google Drive first. If you have any questions about this, just please let me know. And lastly, you'll insert your extra credit video here. Again, if your video is saved in Google Drive, by clicking and finding it on your drive here, and then selecting it. All right, once you've done that, you can turn it in, and I'll be looking out to see if you got extra credit points.